5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let me ask you, and this is rolling here, what were you playing? Now last year I was listening to both of you sing it. What is the song in representation of?
This one is a hymn called Chester. It was a patriot song that was done in the churches in New England. It's a staple of New England religious life. And a call for patriotism, to fight against tyrants and tyranny, and the story of how Burgoyne lost Saratoga as well.
It is known as Washington's favorite piece of music, and I've been told that they identify it as the first national anthem because it's Washington's favorite.
Now let me ask you both, why are you doing this?
It's fun. We enjoy it, and we're passing on the tradition and the history and the knowledge to whoever wants to walk by.
Why is it important?
Because
Can't forget.
if our history is not being taught in the public schools, in the school system. And what we do is we are keeping the history and we are passing on the education.
You have to have a passion for this, a true, strong passion to be out here and teach the young folks how life was, because we were not there. We are interpreting as we understand it. The music, the smells, the sounds, and the general life of the 18th century.
Now you representing an African American back in these days, where were African Americans back in 1777?
Majority of them are all over. They're all over the colonies. They're all over the colonies. Majority of them are enslaved in the South.
They are.
Here in the North, there is slavery also. Rhode Island is still a slave state. New England state is still slave states. New York, Pennsylvania, there are still slaves right in this very area with the large farms. The difference between Pennsylvania and Maryland is the size of the farms. You start having plantations in Maryland, and you have large farms in Pennsylvania. There are some that are free. Today I'm representing a free merchant who would have a little bit of land in Darby Township. As you see, I am not in complete rags today.
You're very elegantly dressed.
He would be a free merchant. He would be someone who had some means. He owned property, which is important. And in this area, it is a high Quaker area. And they were the ones, the early abolitionists were Quakers. And they got to the point where they believed that they should not have slaves. But in around 1777, you've got a lot of free blacks, people of color that are beginning to fight for freedom. And Washington eventually has one of the most integrated armies up until Korea. And he has, I was at 25% were...
About 10% of his army was.
10% of his army was...
By the end of the war.
By the end of the war, people of color.
5,000 to 7,000 Africans served in Washington's army. The flip side is 10 to 15,000 served in the British army. The main cause is the British offered freedom. If you leave your master and come fight for the king, we will give you freedom. Here in America, when the question was asked, will you give us our freedom for fighting with you? They hemmed and hawed, equivocated. We might. We'll say it now, but we may not give it to you later. I mean, Rhode Island, when they reformed the first Rhode Island regiment, they took African and Indian slaves and they promised them their freedom when they passed muster with Colonel Greene. At the end of the war, 50% of those men went back into servitude. Rhode Island realized after the war, we could not have all these people out competing for jobs with the other men. So we're going to renege on half of our promise.
If you look at it, religion played a big part of what they did. When you look at the documents that they wrote, it was a big part of them. I can recommend, if you're interested in more information on Black and Washington's army, that you go down to the arsenal and look at the banners that are on there. And at 12:30, listen to Ned Beckton, who will be talking about the Blacks in Washington's army later. I think later at 2:30. Yeah. But at 12:30 there will be a talk down there that he will start, and you will find out about a free black man that fought at the Battle of Bridgewater.
Sure.
And sailor, do you do what a drunken sailor? Do you do what a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises. Early in the morning, do you do what a bobtail lady? Do you do what a bobtail lady? What do you do with a bobtail lady? Early in the morning, hey, up she rises, way. Down on you guys last night. I'm sorry. At 8 o'clock I was asleep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I whipped totally.
Great job. Yeah. It's always fun having you guys here.
Oh, do you know the mermaid song?
The what song?
It's Friday morning when we said
I don't know that melody though.
Spied a lonely mermaid with a comb and a glance in her head. On the ocean, yes, may roll, and the stormy winds may blow, while we poor sailors looking into the cup of the land, what's the wind now? Land of the side of below.
I know the song, just not that
Yes,
There's a couple different versions of that. Like,
how you doing?
morose one.
You got another Red War song for me, something?
Said sail.